smile. People, how nice. What are you doing down there? No, seriously, I can see you. I can see that you're sitting, but hi. What are you, what are you doing out tonight? It is dangerous to be out. I mean, first of all, you're not even camouflaged. Look at me. I can blend into any situation that I arise in. Rule number one of hunting is to always be camouflaged. Watch, I'm gonna blend in right now. Hello. I'm just a penguin on a rail. Oh look, is that a whale? Shamoo! Do you see the lengths that I go to, people? Okay, a freaking stuffed penguin on my back. Oh, what's that? Oh, sorry, folks, his name is Oz, the great and powerful. Okay, all jokes aside, this is serious, people. All right, I don't know what you're doing out here. It's really dangerous. I'm always wary this time of night. It's Howl-O-Scream. Do you know what that means? It means things that shouldn't exist are out running around like adults at a Disney merchandise launch. And I'm not talking about the people with little hats with ears. Oh, no. I'm talking about things far uglier than you and me and those little rodents from down the street. You know what? Stay right there. I'm coming down. There. That's better. Don't want it to be too bright. We don't want to attract too much attention. Okay, where was I? Oh, yes. Massive invasion on the horizon. The warning bells are signing in. The scary ladies are coming, people! I hope they know what I'm talking about. All right, Oz, you're going to sit here. You're going to watch the tourists. Especially those two right in front, Oz. Good boy. You obviously know who I'm talking about, right? The sirens? You've seen the warnings, right? The giant signs, literally all over I-4. I know you've seen them. I know you don't take the express lanes. We all sit in traffic. Howl-O-Scream, the sirens, darkness, Hex, the twins, Flame and Frost, and the worst of them all, Scratch. Yeah. And how do I know so much about them, you ask? Because I hunt them, that's why. Oh, you obviously know who I am. You know who I am, right? You don't? Sam Hudson? Not really? People! Sam Hudson. I put the HUD in Hudson. Hunter under the deep. No, it's not housing of urban development, no. Yes, Oz, that's a dad joke. Strap in, there's more coming, buddy. Why don't you just sit there, Oz, net fish and chill. Look, folks, I am the most famous monster hunter in the world. And do you know why? Because I believe things. Things that go bump in the night, nightmares, boogie people. Oh yes, monsters can be PC too. I've hunted them all and it's all real. Bigfoot? Yep, hunted him. Smells like salami and has hairballs for days. It's hell on his poor stylist. The Loch Ness Monster. Oh yeah, I've hunted her too. Thinks that loch is her own personal pool, but she makes a little bit of money from all the tourists that come. One smart cookie. And who do you think caught that chupacabra on film last year? Well, it was, I paid a kid $20 to get near it, but then I put it on TikTok, so thank you. Which brings me to all of you, and why you're here. You probably want to hear old HUD spin a tale, do you? Tell you a story? Well, I'll tell you a story about the time I was on the trail of those demon women with the beautiful voices. The monster sisters we call the sirens. My story starts at the very beginning, a very good place to start. That was for you. When I'm just a kid, my father, he had this friend, his name was Adam. He used to come over to the house. He was an explorer, and he would tell us all these incredible stories. But my father always said, you can't trust an Adam. Do you know why? Because they make up everything. I didn't get that joke at first, but still, I believe. And my story today, well, it's about the most dangerous of the 5 sirens. That's right, the one who shares all the attributes of her sisters in the worst possible way. I'm talking about Scratch. She is insane. The most insane of all the sirens, a real crayfish, if you catch my meaning. Now, when I first started hunting or learning her tricks, I didn't know what I was up against. See, she's the youngest of the 5 siren sisters, a real wild child. Likes to drink her Captain and Coke like a freshman in college, if you know what I'm talking about. She's dangerous. And somehow she seems to be running things this year. Her picture is everywhere, so we have to be careful with what we say. Now, the tale of Scratch is an interesting one, steeped in blood and gore. Like I said, she's the conglomeration of all 5 of the Siren sisters. And she knows that she sucks blood, because she's very vampiric. A real no-hold-barred kind of life, a sexy fish, a real succubus. Stop. This is serious business. You see, she's very dangerous. She hunts with her captivating gaze and her seductive movements. Yes, she hypnotizes you, lures you in, and then her vampiric thralls suck you dry. It's a real cluster suck. You see, to her, we've poisoned the waters and we've taken advantage of the resources that this earth has to offer. And let's be honest, she's not wrong. The seas are rising and she wants them to run red with our blood. Now, the first time that I hunted her, tried to trick her, but you know what? She's a sucker, but she's no dummy. I tried to sneak up behind her, couldn't do it. She tried to sneak up behind me and it failed. Do you want to know why? Because I heard her. I heard the coffin. Because she's vampiric. You'll get it later. I promise. I would have staked her, but I didn't have any stakes on me because I'm a vegan. It takes nuts to be vegan. That's where we get our protein. Now, Scratch is one nasty itch. And what's at stake here is the domination of all of us by her and her vampiric thralls. But I don't know about you. I don't want to become a zombie to one of these monsters. But don't worry, because Yumui has a plan. I can tell by the winds that she's nearby. So if we're going down, we're not going down without a fight. Who's with me? Excellent. Woo! You said no? You should leave then. Because it's about to get serious. Look, it's very dangerous. Look, we can't kill her with kindness. A machete, maybe. We're not going to call it revenge. We're going to call it returning the favor. I don't want to wind up like one of her victims. You see, all the sisters are very they're like zombies. They crave brains. You'll be fine, don't worry. I'm just kidding. You didn't get that joke anyway. The point is, we're gonna lure her here, but to do that, I need a brave soul. A brave soul who wants to step into the light and help take them. Yes, right there, your hand went up. Give her a nice round of applause. You are the bravest of them all. Hello, what is your name? Caroline? Welcome, Caroline. Where are you from, Caroline? Florida. Never heard of it. All right, Caroline. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you these. They are special. This is protection against the sirens. When I tell you to put them on, you'll put them on, okay? This is a very special instrument to fight the sirens. Do you know what it is? Did you call it a lightsaber? Wrong part, my dude. You're right, this is a flashlight. It's very important. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. When I tell you, you'll put those on, and when I point at you, you'll turn this on the bottom, okay? Listen, your name is Caroline? You seem very sweet, Caroline, but do you mind if I call you Bait for the rest of the show? Is that okay? Okay, great. Go ahead and put those on. Great, now that Bait can't hear me, this is what's going to happen. We're going to lure the siren here with Bait's help, and while the siren is gnawing on Bait, eating her alive, I'm going to throw a net over the siren. We're going to bang us a siren. Yes. Bait, did you hear any of that? You did? You can hear me? It's a joke. Mostly. You're right. It's not a joke. But don't worry, I'm here to protect you. All right, so what I want you to do, Bait, turn the flashlight on. Aim it straight up into the air. With your arms, aim it all the way up. Now Bait starts spinning around in a circle. Yes, spin the light. Perfect. Now all of you, when I point at you, there's a very special bit. There's a siren song that we're going to sing. When I point, you say up. Here we go. Up. Up. Light 'em. Up. 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 Light 'em. Up. 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 Light 'em. Up. 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 siren gnaw on you? No? Didn't work then. Okay, Bait, it's not your fault, it's my fault, all right? Here, I'll take those back from you. Bait, you're now Caroline once again. You did great work. Give it up for Caroline! It's not your fault, Bait. Sometimes, you know, it's catch and release. Sometimes the sirens, they're being a little coy. Hey. Oh, shit. That's not supposed to happen. Okay. This, to be in all seriousness, folks, normally the siren thing we do doesn't actually lure a siren, so Bait, you actually got one.
Oh, thank you.
Hooray!
Yeah.
So here's what's gonna happen, folks. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go up top, and I'm gonna watch from the top, right? Because
No, you're gonna leave.
no, I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna watch from the top, and you're all gonna sit here. And if the siren shows up, you're gonna put your hands up in the air and distract her, and you're gonna say, "Hey, siren!" Perfect. You do that. I'll be up here. You know, just climbing up these stairs. You know, running up that hill. We've all said stranger things. But it's okay, because, you know, you're going to distract her. That's how monster hunting works. You see, you deceive her, I deceive you, and I run away and I live. It's perfect. You heard that last part, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Here's what's going to happen, folks. I'm going to get real with you now. Okay. The siren's going to come. You're going to distract her for a second. Then I will distract her. I will run away. And then you can escape out to the rest of this wonderful park. And then you can come back later and see if I survived. Look, folks, I'm sorry to say this, but I'm not as brave as you thought I was. I'm kind of like a skeleton. No guts. But something's lurking in those depths. So I'm going to check it out. Give me some words of encouragement.
Let's go! You got it! You can do it!
That'll do. Thank you.
Woo!
Okay. Oh! Okay, great news, everyone. Great news. It's not a siren. It's just a gas leak.
Sorry.
There's probably still a problem. We're going to want to call that in. But there's no siren, so we're not going to die. That's exciting. I did not want to die. You know, I'm not the dying type. Did you know what the last thing, when you die, the last thing on your body to stop working are your eyes? Because they dilate. That's a...
Where's the prop?